Hey everybody, Mark from tenttable.com. Wanted to go over with you one of the things that we offer in our product line. A lot of people might not be aware of it, but that is table repair products. Wood tables last forever. Huge advantage over plastic because your plastic table, you might get a year or two out of your wood table, should last as long as you're in the rental business. But common things that can happen with your rental tables might be your legs will get bent, you might have a weld or something crack, okay? So I just want to let people know that we do carry all the parts that are needed. Runners in various sizes, okay? Your runners are going to be what are stabilizing your table underneath. Simple things like the flush mount carriage bolts. The flush mount bolt like this is nice. It does have the square on it, okay? So it's not going to spin once it's dropped through the table, and it's going to be a nice flush finish on top. Simple little things. Drop-in table legs. You know, as these things pop out, occasionally your table might sink into the ground in a yard. Always check to make sure that these are on all the tables, because nothing can destroy a hardwood floor more than the metal edge of this table on an inside setting without having your table legs. So those are all things that we carry in bulk anytime you might need them. Table legs do come in a left and a right as an example. You know, if you look at this table right here, it's normally not going to be a problem on a rectangular long table because the legs are going to be spread pretty far apart. But when you're working on a table that's going to be round or smaller, you'll notice one hinge is going to be higher than the other, okay? And that's naturally going to be so it can be properly folded. If I folded the table the opposite way, okay, you will not be able to nest these or stack them on your truck. So you want to make sure that you're folding them properly, low, low. They'll click into place, they'll stack nice and flat and no damage. Because if you're not folding them properly, these legs can damage the top of the table that's on top of it. So you just want to make sure too that when you are replacing a table leg, sometimes you might only be replacing one. If it's on a round table or the legs are close together, you're using the right one, left or right. And make sure that it is properly lined up. You'll see that this is pushing inward so it can come out that way. If it's rotated 180 degrees, then you're going to have this coming out the other way and it's not going to fold properly. You know, the other thing too is always make sure that when you're using your tables that you're making sure that you are pushing up and clipping the nipples and dimples in so that there's no way that once the table is up, it'll fail. You know, periodically grab a nut or grab a wrench, walk around, make sure all the nuts on your tables are tight. Check your runners to make sure they're not cracked. Unfortunately, customers will sometimes sit or stand on a table, they'll put excess weight, and once you get a crack in one of your spreaders, the whole table integrity can break down. Inspect your welds. The biggest areas that I find that do wear are going to be these rivets here. And a lot of times it's because the installers are kicking the table, using their foot to snap everything into place, which is really not the best way to do it. A new table is going to have a little bit of resistance. So, you know, even a rubber mallet or something to hit it up into place and to break it down is a much better option than using your foot. Other table care, okay, you know, your finish on the table, we use a polyurethane finish, so you're going to be able to sit there, lightly sand it, hit it with a new coat of polyurethane, and that table is going to look like new forever. We use a metal edge table. You know, if the metal edge gets a little ding in it, a little bit of emery cloth, okay, run it over, take any of the burrs off of it. But with that in mind, your wood table, it's repairable and it should last for years. So if you have any interest in any of the parts or you have any questions, just let us know. Call your sales rep, go on to our site to look at what we offer, tenttable.com. Thanks and have a great day.